I want to talk about this before I actually play it, so stick with me here. This is the bush. Let me. Sorry, I in my daily vocabulary I do not curse, but when I get to talking and thinking about stuff like this, I get so worked up and it just sort of slips out. So I'm gonna try to cut that out in these videos. But this is the stuff that I am talking about. How these companies or these companies, corporations, high-ranking officials, and so forth and so on, how they can do whatever they want and get away with it. There's even if yes, it's an airport. Yes, it's an airport parking lot. But there definitely should be some accountability when it comes to people's cars and vehicles being stolen off their property. And that's what's not fixing the issue because they get away with it. And because they get away with it, it's not on the agenda to get fixed. But promise you, if the government if these insurance companies start going after these parking garages, these airports, because it's mostly happening in airports like this, but they start going after them, I bet you, I 100% bet you, all of this foolishness will start getting cut out. But just watch and listen to this because again, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And when it comes to that little section that I really really want to talk about, I'm just gonna point it out because I already talked about it.
With all the add-ons, easily worth some 120 grand, stolen, gone.
It's reoccurring, and they're doing nothing about it. Nothing's being done about it.
Nothing.
Is that the most frustrating part for you?
And that's why I'm talking.
And it's not just that airport, it's airports across the world. And I travel a lot, so I see this frantic people running back in, about their vehicle. But I'm going to go on.
You because I feel that it needs to be known. Something needs to be done.
Jamie knows. He found out the hard way.
Looked at the spot. I was tired, so I thought, well, maybe I parked in a different spot. But I parked right where the booth was because I thought that would be the safest place to park. And started walking around with the fob, hitting the button, and thought, no, I know where I parked it. So I went back, looked down, I saw the glass, and I knew right away.
The broken glass from his knocked-out windows. He parked his Dodge Ram here last Friday in the airport's C lot. It's the outdoor parking lot. And now, using the truck's key fob and the Dodge app, he's able to track down his stolen truck. And guess where it shows up? It shows up across the border here in Tijuana, a big warehouse in that area. And now we're hearing he might be the latest victim in an alarming series of vehicle thefts and break-ins, all tied to the parking lots here at the airport. An airport parking official confirming to Fox 11, quote, a number of incidences recently. That is Burbank police not answering our repeated calls for information, even though Jamie claims investigators have been openly talking to him about the crime spree.
The structure behind me, talking to the police, they said there's more theft in that structure there than where I parked in Lot C. But in all the lots, there's issues going on from what the police told me.
The parking vouchers clearly state if you park in these lots, this contract limits our liability. Still.
And that's what I'm talking about. Ain't no damn way that should limit their liability. They should be fully responsible because most likely it is one of their employees. Or if it's not one of their employees probably have something to do with it. And it's probably not just one, it's probably a couple. But again, they constantly get away with screwing us over. That's why the only way we can fix stuff like this or fix a lot of the issues, if we just look back in history, just think about what Rosa Parks did. I use that example a lot for a lot of things because it applies to a lot of things. Once you start hitting those pockets, things will change. And what I mean by this, I'm gonna go off topic just a little bit, but I mentioned something about I did a video maybe a few weeks ago. Maybe I didn't post it. I don't know. I could have posted, I could have not. But it was something dealing with employees in Amazon. Now, if Amazon wants to continue to get rid of all of their employees and replace them with robots, what should people do? Hit those pockets. Maybe if you stop shopping there and demand for change, you will get that change. And then it goes to what I talk about a lot, food. If we stop shopping at these certain places or give them up and hit those pockets, things will change. And it applies to this. If you stop going to the airport, want to drive your car, take an Uber, take a Lyft, stop parking in those garages, hit those pockets, because once they see people are sick of they crap, things will change. But not enough people want to stick together for that. People always want to bicker and be against each other. They just stick together. If you stuck together and you did it, you would accomplish. And look what Rosa Parks did. I can go ride on the bus now. I can go sit anywhere on the bus I want. To a certain extent, because those front seats are actually there for mostly like disabled and old folks. So, but you got the gist. You guys got the gist. But this is what I'm talking about.
Jamie says somebody here has to be held responsible for what's going on.
The police can only do so much. They're patrolling. Somebody needs to monitor the cameras. Somebody needs to be in.
He said the police can only do so much, but then he states they're patrolling. Bro, it's their job and they're not doing it. Patrolling, no, they're sitting there chilling.
That booth, but if they're trying to save money or whatever they're trying to do, I don't know.
His 2024 Dodge Ram truck with all the add